in his renewable lubricants, Mazatrix RX8. Forsberg comes out of the chute blazing. Big angle fills all that outside zone 1. Coming to outside zone 2. Kyle Mohan dives into the nose. Good proximity. Has to back off a little bit now into outside zone 3. Fills all of it and almost gets to that red and white wall. And again, just showing you the driving prowess. Now that last outside zone. Keep in mind, if you hit that red and white, that is a GR Corolla on Nitto tires. He is a rock star pilot, and he's a rock star. Ooh, drops a little tire there. We'll have to take a look at the overhead view, what we call the Schutzer Mula Jaeger. Lacking that angle and that proximity. Now he throws it to the side. Ooh, barely. Didn't get an angle, but a couple car lengths back as Ryan Turk delivers on that outside zone 3. And again, Brett caught up with Ryan Turk talking about the car. Philly born and bred. Chelsea Dernova, Pensla, RTR, Ford Mustang. I know Boss Man's watching at home right now, or he's out in the desert ripping Raptors, but goes in that second outside zone. Chelsea, a massive angle from Dernova. Joao shuts it down, and that's mechanical. Unfortunately for Joao Barrion, as long as Chelsea keeps it consistent, he's going to have the victory here. He is really, he's flirting with a clean start, initiating that first outside zone. He drops a lot of tire there, but it looks like it could potentially just be one. Taylor Hull, that Comcams, Ken the Tires, Corvettes. Now coming to that third outside zone, Dylan Hughes seems to find the sweet spot right there. Now coming that last and final outside zone. Gets on the red and white. Wow, explodes that lap. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. Stuckey kind of checking up a little bit to just size him up here in that first outside zone. That V6 Turbo, GR86, very smooth by Ken Gucci. Now Stuckey lunges forward. He has to back off once again, and then into that third outside zone. How's he going to handle this transition? Into that decel area, they are allowed, but then drops it right into formation. And then now transitioning into that first outside zone. Good aggressive initiation from Mike Power. Big angle there from Odie Bakshi's. Mike Power, good proximity, very smooth. Pulling away from Power is Odie Bakshi's. Now into that third outside zone. Man, really flirting with that red and white wall. Outer zone 3, and then drops it right into that last outside zone stage. Matt Field, watch this. I think he's going to go for it really big. He knows that LZ has it under the hood of the RTR and in the cockpit. Now in that second outside zone, good flick. Really good and fluid by both the drivers in outside zone 3. How's Matt Field going to manage? Really close to that wall. Little shimming there from Adam LZ in that chase position. Matt Field running right to the edge of the track. Got a lot of horsepower with this Toyota GR Supra. Bang, right there. Look at Alec Robbins. And he tries to risk it, but ends up biting into the dust. Here we go to that second outside zone. Frederick Osbo almost practically dragging that gold Rockstar bumper on that second outside zone. The third outside zone with the tire to be being thrown up. And Alec Robbins shreds that back bumper. He goes off course. Here we go, Robert Thorne out front. I got to tell you, his driving has progressed here in Pro. This is rookie year in the Pro Championship. James Dean looks like he's given a little bit of breathing room, but maybe too much. Nope, now he gets right to the side of him. Now catching up into that third outside zone. Great job by Thorne. Look at this, Thorne out front. He's putting down a heater of a run. Robert Thorne looks like he exceeds that red and white. He does, but right now, Simon Olsen going against Jeff Jones. Simon Olsen, field suspension, GT Radial S chassis into that second outside. Oh, Jeff Jones comes out of drift. Oh, that's definitely going to hurt him here. That Evo AutoWorks Nissan 370Z. Simon Olsen continues on, and that's going to be an incomplete for Jeff Jones. BMW throws it in. Ooh, it takes a little bit of angle out of it, and he had kind of a beeline, a very unique line there, going to that second outside zone. That might have thrown off Castro. I want to back it up. We'll take a look at different angles here. But now Castro is shallowing up on all of the outside zones. Now finally into that last outside zone. He definitely has the proximity. Bangs the door. S15 of Ryan Littrell chasing him down. Good initiate. Ooh, just as I say that, he goes into the dirt, dropping that tire there, Travis Reeder. And look at Ryan Littrell. Very aggressive in the chase position, just allowed him to slip on by, walk on by into that second outside zone. Now transitioning into that final outside zone. We got a clean start. Forsberg initiates, knocks energy drink, Nissan Z, and Kazuya Taguchi tucks into the smoke. Here goes Chris. Big angle there from Forsberg. And oh, look at that. Kazuya Taguchi falls back. He has been absolutely flawless. But again, it might have hurt him as he's been sitting on the bench waiting to do battle with that number one qualifying position. And Kazuya Taguchi gets inside of him. Up front, Dylan Hughes in the chase position. 3, 2, 1, bang, there goes Chelsea Denofa in that first outside zone. The Nitto tires go ablaze. The GT Radial tires underneath that of Dylan Hughes. Second outside zone. You can see a little bit of wavering there from Chelsea Denofa in that outside zone 3. Chelsea was saying it's pretty difficult. Corner. He maxes it out. Going at that last outside zone. Dylan Hughes dives in. We got contact. Repercussions this has. So you go from 16 to 4 right now. Odie Bakshis leads. Matt Field tucks into the pocket. The GT Radio smoke all over the track. And big angle there from Odie Bakshis. Matt Field maybe giving him too much room. He knows how good he is in the chase position. Now he surges in attack, going from 3 to 4 into that last outside zone. Here goes Odie Bakshis and Matt Field. Again, King goes that Rockstar, Toyota, GR Supra, initiating into the outside zone. Thorne, the ASM, Momo, BMW. Now navigating towards that second outside zone. Oh, and Robert Thorne, a big correction. He had a big straightening there. Coming into that third outside zone goes Frederick Osbo. The gold looking good right now. Into that last outside zone, and there goes Robert Thorne with another quick little follow. Simon Olsen. See how he manages that first outside zone. Right there on the course edge. Wow. Could have gotten a little bit deeper here as Dean Carnage, good proximity from him. Look at that, jumping forward. And then SRT-10 Dodge Viper now into that third outside zone. Big angle from Olsen. Again, we've seen cars deeper before, but oh, look at this. Oh no, Dean Carnage comes up short. His position, Genova, I feel, is going to get really aggressive here in that first outside zone. Gets a little bit into the dirt and a lot into the dirt, and that's going to be, yeah. Okay, don't know what's going on. Okay. All right, well, I think this is just to finish out this run here. I'm gonna salvage the car. Oh boy, yeah. Okay. We got some extracurricular stay after class here. Come on, Ryan had to complete his buy run. Had 5 minutes. A lot of people couldn't fix the car, so he doesn't have anybody to compete with. A buy run is showing that the car is capable of competing. So he will advance on, showing that. And as long as he makes it on through, no problem for him. And Odie Bakshis would love to twist the screws on Frederick Osbo, that Rockstar pilot, and there he goes, the Mr. Cool BMW. That second outside zone. Hurst backs off just a little bit, but now back to it. Into that third outside zone, Frederick Osbo, signature Osbo style. Almost, oh, what is that? That was absolutely wild. Looks like another podium spot in the Final Four. Here goes Simon Olsen. That'd be great to see Olsen and Osbo right in the Final Four, two Norwegian drivers. Castro, look at that. Oh man, here comes Jonathan Castro in that Mobile 186, and he's grinding the door of the field suspension F chassis. Outside of the third outside zone, Castro making his presence felt. Drives in on the inside here. Here we go. Frederick Osbo initiates strongly into that first outside zone. Simon Olsen, his Norwegian compatriot, into that second outside zone. Simon Olsen, he checks up. He takes a way shallower line. Here comes Frederick Osbo on the Nitto tires. The Bergenholtz get loud. Now to that final outside zone. Here comes Frederick Osbo. Drops it right into formation. Simon Forsberg out front. Odie Bakshis in the chase position. Forsberg initiates strongly, battered and bruised, but definitely not knocked out in that second outside zone. Some gap being created here between Forsberg and Bakshis. And again, it looks like Odie's playing a tempered approach here in that final outside zone. Goes Forsberg, and there goes Bakshis. So, sign, seal, delivered. Send it! Come on! Odie Bakshis initiates in that first outside zone, hammering down to the throttle. Good angle here from Odie Bakshis. Frederick Osbo, you talk about peaking and getting out there. Is Frederick Osbo peaking right now, or is Odie Bakshis really good execution on that third outside zone? There goes Odie Bakshis in that last outside